Okay. Hi, today we will do a small mock interview about the topics enterprise structure, master data, and the procure to pay cycle. Mainly in the procure to pay, I'm going to ask you questions for purchase requisition, contract, RFQ, and purchase order. Okay. The first enterprise structure, what is the role of a purchasing organization in our company?
Purchasing organization means to procure the materials whatever we have to need.
You can say like the organization which is responsible for the procurement activities in a company.
Activities.
Okay.
Okay.
And what is plant?
Plant, it is a specific storage area.
No,
All the procurement
the plant is a
materials will be
place
stored.
where operations or the manufacturing will happen. The storage is the storage location where we store the materials.
Okay.
What is the functionality of central purchasing system and the decentral purchasing system?
For the central purchasing system, it is having, we have to assign company code to all the plants. For one single company code, we have to assign all the plants. Compared to decentral purchasing organization, there is no company code. We have separate plans, plan specific company code.
Okay. What is the functionality? Business functionality.
Functionality means
For example, see, in case of centralized purchasing system, what we do, we assign our purchasing organization to the company code and
company
all
code
the
and plan.
plans of the company code. We'll assign to all. In case of decentral, we will assign the respective purchasing organization to respective plant. We don't assign to the company code. For
Company
example,
codes.
we have three plants, three purchasing organizations. The three plants will be assigned to their respective purchasing organization. For example, plant A will be purchasing organization A, plant B purchasing organization B, but it won't be assigned to the company code. The
Company.
functionality wise, in case of central, if we have three plants which are located in different cities or different places, the purchasing organization which we have one purchasing organization, that is a central purchasing organization, will take care about all the requirements and they will procure materials for all three plants.
Okay.
Okay. In case of
From one
decentral
plan.
purchasing system, each plant is having their own purchasing organization. That respective purchasing organization will take care about the procurement activities of their individual plant. Okay.
I know that one. I am having one example. Suppose for central purchasing organization, we have three plants: Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Mumbai. One of the main centralized means we have to procure the activities on the Mumbai plant only. All this will be carried.
Mm-hmm.
For decentral purchasing organization, even Hyderabad having one separate one, Mumbai having separate one, Bangalore having separate one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, each one will
Okay.
have a separate one and they will take care about their respective
Yeah.
procurement and all. Hmm?
Okay.
Okay. And what is the use of info record?
In purchase info record, it is useful for net price or any quantity we have to give. It is like master data.
Mm-hmm. And what is the use of info record? If you don't use info record, what will happen? If you use, what will happen?
If you use info record while creating PO, it automatically reflects the quant values,
Mm-hmm.
what we have given net price or quantity or any other things.
Mm-hmm.
Without info record, we have to enter manually.
Okay. What else?
I think it is a master data compared to that master record.
Mm-hmm.
Material master.
Okay. Now, see, info record is an optional master data which has a lot of impact on the procurement processes. For example, you have one material, you are buying from 3 vendors. For the 3 vendors, if you want to maintain different prices, we can maintain an info record. Not only price, we can maintain the tolerance limits of the material, which is how much we have to, additionally we have to receive, that kind of details, and also the tax code. We can capture many details in the info record which will automatically fetch to the purchase order when you create for the material, the plant and the vendor combination. Okay. And for example, see, the vendor master is there. Okay. I want some 5 different vendors. One is domestic, one is import vendor, one is service vendor, one is raw material vendor. Can I create in different? How can you differentiate these kind of vendors? I want 5 kinds of vendors.
Each one having separate vendors. You need.
Yeah, how can you differentiate these 5?
Again, you have to ask this one.
See, I have a requirement. The business is asking you like, I want to segregate 5 groups. I want to have like domestic vendors, import vendors, service vendors, and only some raw material vendor, and another one is maybe one-time vendor. How can you
Okay.
differentiate these 5 kinds of grouping?
Well, we are configuring the vendor data, and that we have to specify. We have to domestic or import vendor
Mm-hmm.
or service vendor. It's an option for a one-time vendor also. We have to flag that one.
Mm-hmm.
For each and every specific uses, we have to assign that one for domestic vendor or import vendors.
Okay. So you have to give an answer like in the first one you can give like we have an account groups. Okay. We can create 5 different account groups. For 5 account groups, we will keep the 5 different names.
Separate.
Yeah, separate names, and we can give 5 different number ranges, and also we can give 5 different kinds of screen layouts. For example, for domestic vendor, you want certain field as mandatory, and for import vendor, that certain field should be optional. Okay, these all we can do at the account group level. For this question, your straight answer should be we have an account group configuration in the vendor master. I can create 5 different account groups, and for each group I will nomenclature as per the business requirement, and also if they have any specific things I can do the configuration for that specific account group.
Okay.
Okay, what are the important views in Material Master?
Important views. Material master.
Tell
Basic
any
data.
some 3-4 views which you are familiar.
Important views are basic data, purchasing view, accounting view, sales view, and marketing view.
Okay, and what kind of details you keep in accounting view?
Accounting view. It is mainly will focus on standard moving prices and standard prices. Standard prices.
Okay, what else?
Um, Valuation class also.
Okay. Uh, for example, I have 5 plants. Okay,
Okay.
5 plants and one material. Can I have 5 different valuation classes?
For one material only.
Yeah, one material for 5 plants. I want 5 different valuation classes. Hmm?
I don't know.
Okay. See, we have a valuation area. Generally, we use at plant level. Okay.
Okay.
Accounting view can be maintained at valuation area level. Means each valuation area can have different accounting views. For example, material number is, for example, 1 2 3 4 material number. Okay, for 1 2 3 4 we can have for each plant different accounting view. That's why
Okay.
For example, for plant 1 3000, plant 2 3100, plant 3 3200. If I want to have like that, I can have it. Otherwise in the price also. For plant 1 I will give 10 rupees, plant 2 11 rupees, plant 3 9 rupees. I can have because that is at the valuation area level.
Okay.
What you have to understand is accounting view at valuation area level. That's why I can maintain different accounting view details for each valuation area.
For single material, we have to do 4 valuation levels.
Yeah, we can have 4 plants will have 4 different accounting. For example,
How
see,
to do,
there is an apple. For example, take an apple. In Delhi, it is 50 rupees, and in Bangalore, it is 45. In Hyderabad, it may be 40. They can. You have 4 plants. 4 plants, same material they are using. Master data is same. Apple is the material. Material code is 1234. But each 4
okay.
plants will have their 4 different prices. How can you manage that? That's why the accounting view can be different values. These 4 plants can have different values for the same material. Okay,
We
that
have to
is,
give same material for different plans, and we have to assign that this plan for 45 rupees, this one for
yeah, you
47.
can give. See, for example, when you see that accounting view, each plant can have different accounting view. That's why for Hyderabad I will maintain 40, for Delhi I will maintain 50, and for Bangalore I will maintain 30. I can maintain it because accounting view at valuation area level. You can see that levels. Basic data is at client level. Purchasing and MRP views are at plant level. And the sales organ, the details at sales organization level. Okay. And plant data storage views are at storage location level. And accounting view is at valuation area level. Valuation area we maintain general as a plant. What is that level? Means that level can have a different data. For example, if you take basic data, what are the details available in basic data? Material number,
General,
material description, material
basic
group,
unit.
base unit of measure. These are the 4 important fields. If you have a material 1, 2, 3, 4, if you have 20 plants or 20 company codes for that 1, 2, 3, 4, the material number, description, base unit of measure, material group will be same. You cannot have different descriptions for the same material number because basic data is at client level.
Okay.
Client level means in your system, how many company codes are there, how many plants are there, that is none other business for that. If you have
All the
material
things
1, 2,
are
3,
in
4, all will have a same basic data. Only they can have different purchasing data because that is at plant level. Each plant can have different purchasing data. They can have different MRP data. Each storage location, each plant will have a different MRP data. And sales org, each sales organization can have different sales. For one is
sales.
transportation group 0001. For one, another sales organization it is a 0002.
Okay.
At the same time, accounting view. Accounting view is at valuation area level. Means each valuation area can have a different accounting view. It should not be same. It may be same. If they want to have a same details, they can maintain it. What you have understood about these views, basic data is at client level. It will be similar for across all the company codes and plans in that system. You cannot have different for same 1, 2, 3, 4. Description is Apple means Apple only. Okay. What is the use of service master? You have a material master, but why are going for a service master? What kind of things you can create in service master?
It is a we have to use for example, service master means we have to use it for one time only. For we coming to material master, we have to use we have to maintain a master data. Service master we don't maintain that data. For example, any electrician or plumbers, we have to use one time only. We not maintain that data.
The question is not clear. See, the service master, we can create a master data for the procurement activities like painting, plumbing work, housekeeping, security. maintenance work, vehicle rent, this kind of all services we can create with a service master, because those things will be entered how much work was done, not like materials, how much stock is available I can see in the system. These are all work, how much work was done, that much amount only we pay it. Service master is at client level, entire service master is at client level. Means if you have a service number for a paint work, the details will be equal for across all company codes and all plants in that system. If you once create one service master, that can be utilized by any company code or any plant in the system. In case of material master, you have to extend to each organization. Correct? For example, the material created for one plant 1000, sales org 1000 and distribution channel 30. But you have to, if you want to use for 2000, then you have to extend to 2000. But in case of service master, if you once create in the system, it will be available for all plants and company codes in the system, because entire service master is at client level. Client level means it is available for all the company codes and plants under the client.
But we will not maintain these things.
Yeah, so service master also without service master also we can go for that. That is a separate process. Like without creating service master also we can directly write the text painting work for the admin building, or plumbing work for HR building. Kind of text we can do, and we can do that. But in case of material, we should have a master data, because you want to see the stock, we should have a proper material number and all. But in case of service master, it's an optional. If you don't want to create service master also, system is okay. You can write the text, and respect to details and all we can give manually during creation of PO. But in case of material master, we should have a master data, because you have to see the stock in the system, you have to monitor it, and for example, one bolt 3 bolt 2 bolt 1 each material will have its significance.
Okay.
That's why it should have a proper code. Bolt are, say, there are some 50 bolts are there with different sizes. How can you segregate? The material number will play the very crucial role to identify which material is available in the stock. You told how many bolts are there? 50 bolts are there. You went there and you have seen bolt 5 is not there. That's
Whatever we
why
have to
master data
customize.
is very important for material master.
And sometimes the service data also we have to maintain.
Yeah, service master data also we can maintain. We without maintenance also we can go for that, because as I told you, like it is a just okay, it's just kind of information what work is being done. But in case of material master, number is very important. As I told you, like you have to track the stock and all.
Take. Okay.
Okay. And what is the use of source list?
What, by using source list, we can get the information record information. Like we have to enter a material. That data will be.
See, we use source list to block or
Okay.
to fix a vendor. Okay.
Okay.
For example, for your procurement, for there is a material cement 53 grade, you want to buy only from Maha Cement. Then you can fix that Maha Cement vendor for your cement 53 grade in the source list. And also you never want to buy some cement 53 grade from some some company, some cement vendor. Okay, for that vendor we can block it for a period of 6 months or 1 year. Then if somebody tries to create a PO with that vendor, system will give a message like this vendor is blocked for the procurement for this material.
Only for fixing and blocking this
Yeah,
source list
for
management.
fixing and blocking, and also it will give you, if you have fixed a vendor, system will give you that message, right? There is a vendor is fixed for this.
Materials would have
That information we can keep it. And also you have to understand to maintain a source list, info record is mandatory.
okay.
Yeah, to maintain a
Without
fixed.
that,
Yeah, you if you want to maintain a source list with a fixed vendor.
fixed.
If you want to create a source list with a fixed vendor, you should have a info record as a mandatory method. Okay, what is P2P cycle?
It is a process of procure to pay cycle actually.
Okay.
The total process will be done in this. We have to firstly purchase requisition. In that we have to any stock we need from purchase, we have to request in purchase requisition. After any contracts or any things from request for quotation, we have to uh, send the information about different vendors, 3 or 4 vendors. According to, we have to take one specific vendor with their project implement or anything. Next we have to, if we need it, we have to contract that vendor, and next we have to create a purchase order with this particular vendor. After that, with purchase order, we have to order some materials.
Hmm. Okay, see, you're telling somewhat okay, but you have to brush up the terminologies kind of thing. I will just explain you within 2-3 minutes. You tell like this. The procure to pay cycle, any department can raise the request, purchase requisition, what are the materials they require. Once it is approved by their management, the material can be procured. The purchase requisition will be sent to the purchasing team. Purchasing team will verify what are the materials required, and then they will verify whether there is a vendor is available to provide these materials. If vendor is not available, they will create a quotation and they will mention how much quantity they need and what time they need, the details, and they will send to some 3-4 vendors. Vendor will send the prices and the discounts and whatever the other applicable charges, and he will send to us. Then we will maintain the quotation and we will compare as per the price. Then system will provide you who is the best vendor as per the price, means who is giving for the less price. Then the purchasing team will consider some other parameters in the offline, parameters like what is the vendor capability and what is the name of the vendor in the market and what is the experience, what kind of contracts he has done earlier,
Okay.
and the quality. All parameters they will check in the offline, and also the price which is given in the SAP. Then they will decide a vendor to procure those materials. Then if they want to have a long time relation and if they want to have it for a better price, if you fix a contract, they can create a contract. Otherwise they cannot create that. That is their wish if they want to go with that. Generally we use to create a contract for the materials which we buy frequently, because to get a better price. If you are buying a material once in a 4 months, once in a 5 months, I don't think there is a contract is required. If you are buying a material every 4 days, every 1 week, every 20 days, then there is a contract is required, because you can ask for a very good price because you are going to buy the materials in a bulk. Okay. Once the vendor is fixed, we will create the purchase order, which is an external document and legal document and the communication between the customer and the vendor. Purchase order will be created and it will be sent to the vendor. Vendor will give the goods, and once the goods are received, the stores people will do the receipt, goods receipt in inventory management. Then they will give an invoice copy along with the goods. That invoice copy will be verified with invoice receipt process in SAP by accounting team. Once invoice verification is done, the payment will be done by the accounting or finance team. This is the procure to pay cycle. Okay. You have to tell in that way. You don't have to use You don't use also. I can suggest you like T code ME21N, T code ME41. Don't use that. That will give us some childish nature. Okay. If
Okay.
the interviewer is asking you the question like, what is the transaction code you use to do the goods receipt? What is the
Okay.
transaction code you use to create RFQ? Then you answer that T code.
ME41.
Yeah, but you don't tell when you're explaining, try to use the business terminologies and the requirements. It's a process kind of thing you try to explain. But if you
Okay.
ask the transaction code, then only you try to provide that, because that will
Okay.
give a good impact. If you're telling like create PR ME51 and create RFQ ME41, that doesn't sound good actually. If you see like the person has just prepared and he doesn't have the business knowledge.
Okay.
Our functional consultant, the first role will be the business analyst to understand and to communicate with the business. The second thing will be the system.
Okay.
Okay. And how many kinds of contracts we have?
Contracts.
Hmm. Quantity contract and value contract.
Okay, value contract.
Yeah, quantity
Both types
contract
of
means,
contract.
for example, we will create a contract with the vendor for the this year. For this year, I will buy 1,000 laptops from you. That is a quantity contract. For this year, I will buy 1 crore,
That's one
1 crore items from you. That is the value contract.
value contract.
For both the places, we will fix some price, how much you want to buy and all those things. Hmm?
Okay. Okay.
And see, for example, after comparison of quotation, you want to reject vendors. How do you do that? See, you want to reject a quotation. You have sent 3 quotations. One quotation is you have finalized, you want to use that. Remaining 2, you want to reject it. Where do you do that activity?
We have to do that activity in request for quotation only. In that, we have to do one thing, maintain quotation only. Quotation, in quotations, we have to reject that one.
Okay, that is in maintained quotation, ME47, not in
Yeah.
request for quotation. Request for quotation is ME41. In
I,
ME47, we have an option of reject.
you told me don't take deeper quotation. That's the reason I am maintaining quotation activity.
Yeah, this is okay. Here you can say like maintain quotation, but you have not used the maintain
Yeah.
quotation. You use like request for quotation.
Actually, I told maintain quotation only.
Okay, maintain quotation is enough. In this place, you can use the T code. Otherwise, if you ask the T code, you can tell that.
One more is there, ME49 what's this use?
Yeah, ME49 is the comparison, right? For example,
Comparison.
you are sending quotation, how much quantity required to the vendors. Vendors have given the price to you. You are maintaining the price, discount, everything in
Okay.
ME47.
Okay.
ME49
Comparison
is the place where you are comparing all the quotations.
from that we have to fix one vendor. Hello? Hello?
Okay. What is the role of collective number in quotation process?
Collective number is set quotation like actually we have to create one art internal number we have to take that type only it will be useful. For
Actually,
quotation we have written.
yeah, I can say simply we answer like this. And the collective number, we act as a bidding number. We treat collective number as a bidding number. For example,
Okay.
you want to sell your house, you want to sell a land, you are sending to some 10 quotations. Otherwise, you want to buy material, you have sent to 5 vendors. At that time, for 5 quotations, you should have one common identification, right? That is called collective number. You can see like collective number, you want to buy a laptop, you can keep like LP hyphen your plant 1500 and some one alphanumeric number, we can give it that. The same number will be for all quotations. For example, if you want to get all the quotations of your laptop, then give the collective number and execute. You will get all the quotations, maybe 10 quotations or 5 quotations.
Okay.
When you see the bidding number, people will say, right, when they sell market their house or something, they will keep a one bidding number. With that bidding number only people will bid. I want to buy in a project. Wherever you have a bidding, you might be heard that word.
Okay.
Bidding, they have gone for a bidding and they want to buy a project, they want to buy a house, they want to
Okay.
buy any kind of properties. At that time they will keep a one bidding number for the respective
You-
property, which will be useful as a tracking for all the quotations. How many people have sent the quotations and all, they can track it.
Okay.
Okay. So purchase requisition is an internal document or external document?
Purchase requisition, internal document. It is an internal document.
Okay. And purchase order?
Purchase order is an external document because we have to send this purchase order to some vendor. They procure, they give some according to purchase order. We have to take materials.
Mm. Okay. And contract. Okay. For example, you have a contract with a vendor, okay, with a price of 100 rupees. You
Okay.
are creating PO for that vendor.
Okay.
Will the price come from contract?
Yeah, it will come from contract only.
Okay.
Already we create a contract with 100 rupees total contract.
See, no, no. Total value might be 1 crore, 1 crore or 10 lakhs.
Okay.
That is not a matter. For the
It
respective
will come.
material, one piece cost is 100 rupees. You have fixed in the contract. For that vendor, you are trying to create a PO.
Okay.
Will the price come from contract?
Yeah, it will come from contract only. We are actually contract between vendor. We have to create in that one only we maintain the price.
Hmm. Okay.
Right? Is it right?
Yeah, yeah. See, the price will come from the contract. That is the first priority. And the second priority, price will come from info record. System will take the priorities. For example, you have a contract with the vendor for the price of 100 rupees. For info record, you have a price of 95 rupees. Then system will take from the contract 100 rupees only. And the price
Okay.
priority will be first contract, the agreements, second
Okay.
info record,
For
third last PO.
manual
No, last PO. You have a last PO
cost.
for that. Hmm.
Okay, old PU.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, how many ways you can create a purchase order? Different ways of creating purchase order.
Purchase order. Purchase order it mainly creates I think 4 5 ways.
Hmm.
So first one is from purchase requisition.
Hmm.
Second one is from request for quotation, and third one is from contracts, and fourth one from manual you have to create in purchase order, and fifth one from we have to take a whole purchase order. I-
Mm-hmm.
5 ways we have to create purchase
Yeah,
order.
you can create manually, you can create from purchase requisition, you can create from RFQ, you can create from contract, you can create from PO. Hmm? All we can create it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's it. Just you just have to brush up the certain things and also the way of explaining. Show some bit more confidence. And certain
Okay.
questions I told you like how to answer that. You just watch it once I share the video. And in the
Okay.
next sessions we will have one more thing. Hmm? Thanks for your time.
Okay.